Changers, and thank you for joining us. Why do we get sick and what to take to maintain and improve our health? An amazing journey of our guest with her testimony. And wow, you have to hear it. I'm Donna Stevens Harper coming to you live from Calgary, Alberta, Canada. And I help stay at home moms, single moms, or working moms as I can relate to all of you and want to help you to create a better life for you and your family. Leave a comment to let me know where you're tuning in from and what was the best thing about your day. If watching the replay, thanks for watching and where are you watching from, and add hashtag replay in the comments. Welcome everyone. I hope you had an amazing day. It's so nice to have you on. For the next 30 minutes, I will be sharing information on what makes us sick, oxidative stress, and then an interview from Norah Bastien. And I'm sorry to say she can't be with us tonight, but I will share an interview that she gave with Bernicia. So you'll still hear her story, but not live. So that's sad. Now I will share the information on why we get sick. Welcome, everyone. Hope you had an amazing day. Let me get this set up. Whoops. We need to share. Welcome to my live stream. You can find us every week at 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Okay, so why do we get sick? The destructive effects of free radicals that cause oxidative stress. I'm just going to make sure that it's showing. Yes, it is. Awesome. So first of all, you have a normal cell. So when you cut an apple in half, you see that it's white and it looks healthy. And then free radicals, the air gets to it and it starts attacking the cell. So then it ends up starting to turn brown. And then when oxidative stress hits it, the cell becomes very sick and diseased. And wow, look at it. Doesn't that look awful? Not so good. And that's what happens with oxidative stress. So what you want to do is neutralize them with antioxidants. We have artificial sources like vitamins, but they're synthetic. They're slow to react in our body, unstable to heat, and some can be toxic. Or we have natural sources of fruits and vegetables. They're perishable, low in lignits, and unstable to heat. And our fruits and vegetables are not as healthy as they used to be because of our air, water, environment. So yeah, they are not giving us as much nutrition as they used to. The ultimate choice is lignans from plant oxidants. They help to protect your body from free radicals and help fight against oxidative stress that leads into sickness. So it's recommended that we take, by scientists, 50 to 100 milligrams of lignans per day, and the average intake is 1. I think we're lacking a little bit. We need more. Also, how much lignans do you eat? They say that flaxseed is very high in lignans in green tea, but we have a solution that's 17 times more powerful than flaxseed. And some people's bodies cannot digest the flaxseed. Now, I hope you found that informative. Do you have any questions on that? Please reach out to me. I would love to be able to help you. And watch until the end of this recording for the benefits of high performance antioxidants and how they can help you. I have found that taking the drops has made a huge difference to my health. If you have any questions, please DM me. I would love to help you. Now, I'd like to thank Norah Bastien for sharing her testimony. And like I said, we're going to listen to the recording because she's unable to attend tonight. Norah Bastien lives in Niagara Falls, Canada, and is a wife, mother, and grandma and business owner. She came from the Philippines, from a family of 12 siblings. Growing up in poverty, she saw her mom work very hard to survive. Her mom had a desire to make sure all the kids had proper education. Her parents could not send only one child at a time to college. Being the fourth of 12, she didn't wait for her turn. Instead, she became a working student from grade 6 to university to lessen the burden for her parents. She wanted to be a nurse so she could come to Canada. But as a working student, it is hard to take the medical field. She studied engineering instead. She has a bachelor's degree in management and industrial engineering. In 1986, she saw an opportunity to work as a nanny in Singapore and qualify for Canada after the contract is completed. So she humbled herself by working as a nanny. Then in October 1988, she arrived in Canada as a nanny. Norah studied culinary arts in Niagara College, taking advantage of government-sponsored apprenticeship programs. She got her Red Seal chef's qualification in 1996, then landed a job at Niagara Casino. One day when they were short-staffed, she thought, there has to be a better way of making money. And she became open to opportunities that came along. She took over a restaurant and ran it with her husband while still working at the casino. They both realized that they bought themselves a job. So the quest continued for a better way of earning money. She was introduced to network marketing and fell in love with the business model concepts of earning multiple income streams in one business. She became a network marketing junkie. Norah is one of the shareholders in the company of Opulence Global, and in 2019, she was appointed by the founder of the company, Ramin Miscarlo, as president of Opulence Global in the Philippines. That's amazing. Her business is in over 77 countries and an organization of about 6,000 partners. Wow, that's amazing, Norah. So, Norah, let's hear your story. And she was interviewed by Vernisha, who is an awesome sister. Everyone in our company, we're all sisters.
Is to understand who you are, what your journey has been as a person in terms of your health habits, your lifestyle, and what has happened with you within over this past a little over 2 years to now. But I want to focus on first what your life was before that. So can you share with all of us where you're really from originally? When did you get to Canada, and what your lifestyle has been in terms of your life habits and so on?
I came to Canada in 1988, and I came here as a nanny. In 2011, I actually had
story. Just getting up the video.
Brain surgery because of a brain tumor.
But the brain, you cannot, when they open me up, they cannot remove the whole thing because it was on the stem of, I think, of the brain. So so they were able to remove 70%, and the rest of that they monitor it every year. Every month, I go for MRI every month, and this after the surgery, they send me to the cancer clinic. So I would have to have radiation.
So the tumor you say that you had, it was a cancerous tumor.
No.
No, okay.
It's they said it's benign, but they monitor it because if it keep growing, then it might affect the stem, and I could just pass out.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
So from 2011 you had the surgery, but what brought you to knowing that you had that problem?
I always have migraine. Always have migraine, and migraine to a point where I cannot have light. I have to be in the dark, and I'm always in pain.
Okay.
So they did a check-up, and they found that out. They did a lot of tests with me because I had a lot of health issues. So they did a bone scan. They did the test, check my blood, and then finally they checked the MRI in the brain, and that's when they saw that.
Okay. And after the surgery, you said every month you had to do.
When they sent me to the cancer clinic for radiation, and I asked a lot of questions because I know pills always have. If they were not able to remove it because it's dangerous, so I want to know what's the danger would be. So because it could swell, and if it swell, it would push the thing to the stem. So I said, so I refused the radiation. So they monitored it every month. And then after they monitored it every month, then it become I took a natural stuff. I'm always going for the natural alternative medication. So I went and take this guayabano juice. And
do you believe like her in natural? I am wicked with trying all natural stuff before I will accept any drugs or medications from a doctor. So I am kind of a pain in their back. Doesn't she have an amazing story? Let's continue.
I don't know if you know guayabano, but anyways, so I was taking that, so it was able to control the growth. It was growing, but growing slowly. So they did it every 3 months and every 6 months. And then after that, it became annually. So annual, because it wasn't growing fast. So the radiologist was asking me, whatever it is that you're doing, just continue doing it. So because it was maintained very well. It's just growing slowly. And then I want to try if it really works. That thing was really helping me. So I stopped doing it. And then there's a big increase in the growth. And I can feel it because I was having so much pain. So I started taking it back, but when I started drinking the juice, but when it come back, it's still, when I went for MRI, it was still there. So I couldn't, and then I was having the pain was getting intense, and then Sanas give me that.
Okay, so before you get to that point, between 2011 in doing the juice that you were doing, and you wanted to see if it was working, so you stopped it, and then it started growing again and all of that. What I want to understand during this time from 2011 to up to 2017, how did that affect you as a person in terms of your life? Because I know you're a mom, you're a grandmom, you are a wife. Do you have a job?
I had a job.
You had a job.
Yeah.
Okay, so because of that illness, you could not keep that job.
No, because I was always sick.
What do you do when you're always sick and your employees want you at work? Very challenging.
And you always been sick had to do with this problem you had in your head.
Yeah, it's the migraine, because sometimes it's very intense.
Okay, all right. So that caused you to stop working.
Yeah.
As a result of not working, Norah, how did that affect you and your family?
In terms of what?
Because if you're not working, that means you have less income.
It's not much, because we have well, my income was cut drastically, because my pension is under $1,000.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that was it. There's no disability, anything like
No,
that.
that's a disability pension.
Ah, okay. I get you. So, in terms of you being sick, how did that affect your ability to be effective in your home as a mom, a grandmother, a wife?
Not very, because from that brain tumor, I also had depression at the time.
Whoa.
So
how did your family deal with?
Who else suffers with depression? It is a major concern for many people. Let's find out what she did to help herself.
Your income was you have less income, so it was tough.
So how did your family manage then?
We managed pretty good, because I always believe in paying yourself first.
Mm-hmm.
So we pay ourselves first, and yeah.
Okay.
So we managed quite all right.
All right. All this time, Norah, I would never imagine that you're going through all of this, and I've known you for how long? From 2011.
In 2008, when I had a depression, it's this business was able to help me.
Wow. Wow.
So that's how powerful this business is, because I did this during I was having major depression.
When you launched your business, you were having major depression.
Yeah.
Okay, then that's for a different interview altogether. So you said that when you realized your tumor had grown again, you said you went to Sanaz. Talk to me about that.
I didn't really go to Sanaz. Sanaz knows about the brain tumor, because I couldn't attend the trainings. I missed all kinds of trainings.
Okay, hold on, Norah. For the sake of the newer persons we have here, Sanaz is the senior vice president of our company. She's Sanaz Woman. So that's the person Norah is referring to. Go on, Norah.
And so she called me and asked me what's going on, and that's when she knows about it. I said I think the thing is back, because because I can tell the pain from just the migraine, and the pain from the pressure. So, and then when I went for the test, that's when they said it's growing quite a bit compared to the previous MRI.
Okay, and then what?
And then they we're talking about the fountain of life. So in December, Sanas give me one bottle as a sample.
That was December of 2017.
Yeah. So, but what happened with that is when I came home, my grandson have nephrotic syndrome.
Mm-hmm.
So nephrotic syndrome is a thing with the
Mm-hmm.
kidney disease. And when I came home, my grandson was asking me. He said, asked me, "What's that?" I said, "FOL," and said, "Okay, give it to me. That's mine." I said, "No, it's not yours." I said, "No, it's good for me because he's always listening. He's playing his computer, but he's always listening to the product call.
Ah.
So he kind of know that this product is good." So, anyways, so I want him to taste it because it tastes horrible when we were testing it at the office. So I give him 2 drops. Supposed to be one because he was 13 at the time. Supposed to be 1 drop, but I end up giving him 2. It just went like this. So, but the next day, but we do urine test for him every day. But the next day, when we did his urine test, it was negative. I mean, negative. I screamed because I was like, "Sanas, what is this?" Because it's never been like that for, he has nephrotic syndrome since he was 4. So, well, basically for about 10, 11 years of it. He's on medication. He's always have his medication, but he'll have a relapse and he would have a remission. So he'll have remission and then relapse. So when it was negative, I was so happy about it, and I was calling Paul, and I was in the washroom calling Paul, and then I said, "Okay, so maybe this is for kidney as well. So it's supposed to be for myself." So what I did is I want to keep it for him because wasn't released yet. I thought it would be released by January. By the time we ran out of the bottle, at least I got supply. But it was not. It wasn't released yet. So I saved it for him. So and then, but when I went back for my MRI,
So hold on. From the supply that you got from Sanaz in December of 2017, you're saying that you did not consume any of it for yourself?
I did it for 1 week.
1 week. Okay, 1 week.
Yeah. Then I saved it for my grandson.
Okay.
And then when I was having the pain, the doctor called me for a prescription, but the prescription for that pain was making me dizzy, I couldn't taste any the food. So I stopped it. I only took 1.5 of that.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so from the 1 week of taking Fountain of Life, was there anything significant about your experience in that 1 week?
In that 1 week, I lost 4 pounds.
You lost 4 pounds in 1 week from just drinking Fountain of Life?
Yeah.
Like you didn't do anything else?
No. What happened with that, I don't know why, but I couldn't eat anymore. I just can't eat small portions and I feel like I'm full.
I can talk about that too. So talk to me about the next time you went for your MRI. You were saying something about that.
Okay, so February 18 when the supply came in, so I started taking it. So it's taking half a dropper in the morning and half a dropper at night.
Okay.
When I went for my MRI in October, that was October 11 when I got the result because it was our forensic training at that time. I was screaming. I don't know how to feel because they cannot see the tumor on the what you call this one? When did the
scan?
yeah.
Yeah, the scan.
Yeah, they cannot see it, and I have the before and then the
And the
after.
actor. I remember you sent that to us.
Yeah, it looks like it's a cloud. It's like I don't know if it busted, and I want to ask the radiologist about it. So what happened? And if it, I want to know if it busted or it got erased or if it diluted, whatever. He got mad at me and he said, "I'll see you next year." The nurse was saying, I asked the nurse because maybe because of the angle of the camera, whatever the slide. So I asked Paul to send me whatever the exact thing from last year. And they gave me said, "What is the problem?" Anyways, I just want to know what happened. What happened here? Because I feel good, right? And then he said, "You feel good because no." The nurse said, "You feel good because we're giving you the pills." I said, "No, Doc, I didn't take that pills because I was so dizzy. I was so sick." And then that's when he come out. I said, "Okay, I'll see you next year." He got mad. I'm sorry about that. Anyway, so that's what happened.
So you saying that the okay, I'm so speechless from this that I don't know where to go from here. Nor if I understand what you're saying correctly, that the tumor that you had that you did surgery on in 2011 that you were able to control to an extent with the natural juice that you were taking. And then something happened when you stopped slightly, it grew a little bit, and then you went back. They gave you tablets. You didn't fully take the tablets because of how it was making you feel. And you started taking Fountain of Life full time from 18th of February, half a dropper in the morning, half a dropper in the night. And how long after doing that did you do an MRI? You're saying it was in October?
Yeah.
So you took it for about 7 months.
Yeah.
And
Wow, wow, wow. Amazing. Join us on our new Facebook growing community. Would love to have you there and we can share more information. Her story is amazing. And how many people in her family and others that she's helped around the world.
after 7 months and was there any other treatments you were taking during that time?
No.
It was simply Fountain of Life.
Yeah.
And when you went back for the MRI, the scan, the photo of the film or whatever the doctor gave you after that, you're saying that there was no sign of the tumor on that.
Yeah, the result.
The result of the MRI.
Yeah.
What has happened between then and now as it pertains to your tumor?
It's done.
What do you mean it's done?
They still do the MRI. They said they want to check it out because of the result, but it's not. There's nothing there.
Okay. So you don't have the tumor anymore, as far as your MRIs are concerned?
No.
Nora, I don't know why this story has not come out more forcefully before, but this is a big deal. There is a very, very big similarity to your story and Cuthbert's story. Very, very similar. Cuthbert was saying last night that he took Fountain of Life over a period of time, and then when he went back to do his blood works, it moved from 80 something percent to a 0.000 something number. It's almost like he has no cancer in his blood anymore. And you're saying that your MRIs from October of 2018 to now is showing no sign of that tumor in your head.
It's like a cloud, but there's nothing. Before, if you can show it looks like a peanut.
I remember the photo you said.
Yeah, it looks like a peanut. Like you can really, it's well defined. It's like a peanut with a big thing there and a small thing on the side. looks like peanut.
So
And
how
when-
sorry, go ahead. Sorry.
but now there's nothing like that.
So how different has your quality of life been since then to now?
Way better.
So do you have the head? So the no headaches or any of these things that you used to feel?
Actually, I went back to, because I love being a chef. So I actually went back to play in the kitchen here and the convention center
Wow.
where I couldn't do that before.
That is amazing. That is really amazing. So to today, the one thing that you continue to take is Fountain of Life, and that's it.
Fountain of life, and also my grandson, because my
So I was just
grandson,
coming to that. Talk to me now about your grandson with his kidney disease.
okay, my with my grandson, when it was negative, so we continue using the FOL along with his medication. I never take away the medication from the doctor, prescribed by the doctor. So the December, and then he had a checkup, I think 1 week after that, already a scheduled checkup. The doctor removed his high blood pressure pills. High blood pressure, he acquired because of the medication. So he was taking that, and then the the other
How
thing that
long? How long was he on the high blood pressure pills?
I'm not sure how long, because he didn't live with me, but he had
Okay.
the kidney since he was 4.
Okay.
And then another thing, the another pill that the doctor removed was the his heart pills. These are all side effect of the medication for the kidney.
Ah.
Wow. Isn't it amazing the side effects of medications that we're given if we do not check into them? Join us every Thursday at 7 p.m. for more great information.
Ah.
Yeah. So after that one, so he had check up every 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
6 months later, the doctor, because it was negative, because I record everything,
Mm-hmm.
and he has the doctor cut his medication in half, and it's alternate every other day. He has two. The other one, the prednisone was cut in half, lower dosage, but every other day. And the following, after 6 months again, I have it. It was they removed totally removed the prednisone. He looked so good. I'm so happy. As a grandma, you're so worried about your child, your grandchild, right? I was so happy because he was being bullied, because he
Ah.
looked so like a sumo wrestler. Because of the pregnant, his face was so big, and it actually affected his growth. So
Wow.
when he is uh so 6 months they remove the prednisone, so and you can tell his body is slimming, he's not big anymore, all the stuff. And then on when we came back, so he was left with the other medication. That medication is autoimmune, for the autoimmune.
Mm-hmm.
So he went when we went back last November 2019. That was the last checkup. They removed his the rest of the medication. I
Are you
thought
serious?
I thought the doctor will take it in half, like maybe slowly, but they took it off. And then the doctor said, okay, he was 14 at this time. Okay, the doctor said, big decision, but in the office, he has his thing that he is still taking FOL, 3 drops. I drop it to 3 drops. When he was taking 5 drops, because I said, oh, negative, maybe I make it, I give him 5 drops, so it will really erase it. But he was doing like this. So I said, I wonder why. I was so mad. Because why? Why it's like that? So when I cut back it to 3 drops, 3 drops is his sweet spot.
Everyone seems to have a perfect number of drops to take for their body and their needs, and also at perfect times. Some people take in the morning, some at night, some with meals. Amazing.
Perfect. So that's what I was doing with him. He's still on 3 drops a day. So anyways, in November, they're not supposed to, 2019, they're not supposed to say, big decision, Ethan, either we take it, we stop the medication or we'll wait until the flu season is over. So I thought, I said, okay, no, maybe we can start now because I'm home, because I was going home to the Philippines supposed to be. Because I'm home, we will stop it. So I can monitor him anyways because I'm home. So far, God is good. He hasn't have anything of the symptom of the flu, the symptoms, anything like that. He get a sore throat, I shove half a dropper on his throat.
So you're saying that with all of his conditions, Norah, your grandson from November of last year to now has only been taking Fountain of Life?
3 drops.
Oh my God.
No more. The medication, no more. I was so happy about that. I set my alarm because the only way the doctor can assess him properly is with a record, right? So I make sure that whatever the doctor will tell us, that it's a proper diagnosis because he have the record. Even before I was recording his food. But this time, when I introduced FOL to him, no restriction on food. No restriction. He eat whatever he wants, whatever kids eat.
But he had these restrictions before.
Yes, with cannot eat with anything with salt. When poor kid, because kids love hot dog, you have to boil it, wash it, boil it. That's how he eat that. But when he started, because me, and maybe I'm crazy, because I said if I restrict his diet and he get better maybe with FOL, I don't really know that FOL helps it. Did FOL help that or the diet? So I didn't restrict anything. He eat whatever he wants. Because that day, when he tested negative the next day, I was in Toronto picking up this product, FOL, and when I arrived, his computer desk was full of junk food. Everything he's not supposed to eat was on the table. And then when it was tested the next day, it was negative. So I said, oh, this is a miracle. It shouldn't be negative because of what I found on his table. And he did that all day long.
Norah, so you're saying that because of that one bottle, 3 drops a day for your grandson, has given you...
What a miracle for many people. Reach out, DM me if you have any questions or know anyone who suffers with any illness. This is not a cure treatment, but it is life-changing.
His grandmother the peace of mind knowing that your grandson, his health is no longer compromised, especially with all of the side effects that was affecting his body, his life, from all the meds that he was taking. You're saying that he was also being bullied as a result of all of the side effects that was causing him to be overweight and the way that he looked. And so because of that, his self-esteem, I'm sure, was challenged as well. So as a result of using Fountain of Life, not only that his health has been rectified tremendously, you have a peace of mind. He's not being bullied anymore. He looks better. He feels better. He's having a much better quality of life in terms of what he eats, and he's a normal kid. And oh my God. Wow.
Totally amazing story and testimony that she has. I'm just going to stop sharing. So I hope you enjoyed that and you found it helpful. It's amazing how people are looking for something else, but they don't know where to look or they don't know what can help them. Final comments about why we get sick and why we need a high performance antioxidant for our health. I'm going to share this screen. Oops, did I hit share? Nope, let's share. So what I love, some benefits of a high performance antioxidant, and the regulatory in our company said everyone right now needs to be taking a high performance antioxidant, whether they're vaxxed or not. We still need to be protecting our body from all the free radicals. So you can take it internally and topically. So internally, it can defend against dementia, boost your immune system. That was huge for me. Protect heart health. As Norah talked about, protect prostate health, decrease colon cancer, control diabetes complications, and anti-inflammatory joint pain, like for arthritis. And if I wake up in the morning and I have a little pain, I just rub it in and it takes the pain away. So absolutely amazing how quickly it works. And it depends on the person. Some people it works really quickly and some it doesn't. But I've also been taking the product since 2018. That's probably why it works really quickly for me. Topically, it can help improve your hair health. Add it to your shampoo, and now we have a shampoo that has it in, so you don't have to add it. Add it to your skincare. I use our anti-aging skincare, but I also put a drop of Fountain of Life because it's very dry in Calgary. So it helps keep my skin young looking and moist. And wow, for sunburns, not this time of year. But whenever I get red, I just rub on the Fountain of Life and no pain and no peeling. I haven't peeled for years. So it is amazing. Also, gum inflammation. Many people take it on their finger and rub it in their gums. Underarm. I use it every day as deodorant. And I also use it on my neck and shoulders from whiplash, and it helps to relieve the pain. Rashes, irritations, wounds, and cuts. It helps with all of them. Hemorrhoids, nail fungus, and cuticles. And I've noticed since I've started using it, my nails are really strong and sometimes it's almost hard to cut them. So I know that it is giving my body the nutrition that is lacking in our foods. So join my growing community, World Changers with Donna on Facebook group. And also join my upcoming live stream every Thursday, 7 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. And I try to give you information that is life-changing. And today we did not talk about the business, but there is a business opportunity. And Norah was able to collect money even when she was sick and not working, and so was the other partner that Vernisha mentioned. So thank you, Norah, for sharing. Even though you weren't here live, it was great to hear your testimony again. Thanks to all World Changers for joining my live tonight, and I hope you found this helpful. And if you know anyone who needs to hear this information, please share. I want to invite you to take action by joining my World Changers Facebook group and my live stream every Thursday night at 7 p.m. Thank you, everyone. I appreciate your time. If you would like to be interviewed or know somebody who has an amazing story, have them reach out to me. Have a blessed evening, and thanks for watching.